we were talking earlier about Dapper Day at Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
And you were there, right? Yeah. And Kevin told me that a lot of people went to Dapper Day at Disneyland dressed up as steampunk stuff.
Yeah. That's not
what Dapper means?
No.
And I just find it really funny, the idea of the person who puts their top hat on and they're like, oh, better add the sprocket. That way I look dapper.
Better add the sprocket.
Oh, it's the day where everybody goes to Disneyland with their best attire on. Yeah. Honey, where are my bronze goggles? My welding goggles that I spray painted bronze. I have to look dapper.
Ugh. Yep. I saw...
And then this one doesn't even make any fucking sense. There's just a gear behind a skull. That's all.
I was on Wikipedia actually looking up steampunk because I wanted to find this genre which was a successor to steampunk, and I couldn't remember what it was called.
There's a successor to steampunk?
Diesel punk is what I was thinking of, which is all like, you know, steampunk is kind of late 1800s, like post-Civil War, pre-1900 era.
Yeah. If we had continued
mixed with fantasy and science fiction. Well, diesel punk is that same idea, but it's set in between World War I and World War II. So it's like leather head football and like tanks and like diesel stuff and, you know, just like World War II machinery and big boats and stuff like that.
That's cooler than Steam.
Yeah. It is. I actually think it's really cool. But then on Wikipedia, I found a whole page of cyberpunk derivatives, which was like steampunk, diesel punk, atom punk, biopunk, stone punk,
why punk?
Future punk. I don't know why punk, but it was very interesting to find all of these genres. Interesting and also kind of pathetic, but as with most wormholes on Wikipedia, I found myself there for a while, and now I'm talking about it on the podcast.
What? Why? I'm really curious. Why punk? Why punk? What is punk about it?
Did that come from something else, and then it just kind of like got tacked in?
It must have, but why? Where the fuck did that start?
I don't know. Well, if it's a cyberpunk derivative, I feel like that was, punk music was getting big in the late 70s, early 80s, as was computer stuff, and whoever invented that genre probably just combined them into
probably
that arbitrary shit. Anyways, steampunk.
The only punk I like
I don't like it.
The only punk I like is crust punk. It's like where you live on the streets and like you don't wash your hair and you have like tattoos for like a long time and like you kind of like regret them later.
I really like pop punk, like Blink-182, Jimmy's Chicken Shack.
Yeah, Jimmy's Chicken Shack was pop punk.
I don't fucking was it? Yeah, it was actually. Jimmy's Chicken Shack was pop punk, asshole. Go look it up. It is. Chat. What's your favorite Jimmy's Chicken Shack song?
Who the fuck is Jimmy's Chicken Shack?
What do you think there was a time? Do you think people have talked about? Yeah, like pop punk was big in this time, and now we're in a post pop punk era.
Post pop punk, pop pop.
Pop punk.
Papa punk.
Papa punk. Big Papa punk.
It's like punk music mixed with Papa Roach.
Or Good Charlotte.
That's crazy.
That's my favorite pop punk, man. Good Charlotte.
Internet punk. Interpunk. Funny punk.
E-punk.
Hey, Mega64 genre is funny punk.
Funny punk. You guys can, you don't have to attach sprockets to anything.
Also, you don't attach sprockets. You attach rubber chickens and banana peels to your top hat. Funny punk.
Whoopee cushions. On your
next game days at Disneyland is going to be funny punk themed. So
there you go.
Get your whoopee cushion monocles ready. Matthew Bruce is calling.
Pretty good.
Oh, hell yeah.